everyone. I believe all of you have received the email from my secretary regarding this meeting. So, is everyone present?
Yes, everyone is present. Now, let me introduce everyone to you. This is Miss Michelle, the Human Resource Manager. This is Miss Kai Ting, the Finance Manager. And lastly, this is Mr. Matthew, the Marketing Manager.
Please take a seat. Do allow me to set the ground rules before we start the meeting. Firstly, I would appreciate it if everybody switches your mobile phone to silent mode to avoid any unnecessary distractions. Secondly, do not interrupt when someone is speaking. Thirdly, do not be afraid to speak up if you have something to say pertaining to the meeting. Fourthly, participate and listen actively. If you have a different point of view or disagree to something, voice it out. Share your thoughts and views with everyone. Lastly, please be attentive at all times. Okay, let's start the meeting now. Geraldine, please distribute the files to them. The objective of this meeting is to discuss about the upcoming event that we are organizing. Mr. Matthew, our marketing manager, is the organizer of this event. So I will hand over the time to him. Mr. Matthew, please continue.
This file contains the proposal for the event. The name of the event is called Strongman Challenge.
So what you're saying is that our company will organize an event called Strongman Challenge, and the details can be found inside the file.
Yes, that's right. All the information regarding this event can be found in the file.
What are the events that we are having in this Strongman Challenge?
There will be 350 kg tire flip, master carpo, log walk, 120 kg per hand, rhino pull, some swing yoke, and finally car deadlift.
What is the objective of this event that we are organizing?
The objective of this event is to firstly promote sports and secondly to let the participants compete with one another and to see who is the strongest of them all.
I remember we had done a similar event last year and received quite a good feedback from the participants and the public.
What was the feedback that we have received from the participant and the public last year?
The feedback that we have received last year was that the majority of participants and public commented that we had done very well in this event. But I am sure that we can do even better this year.
So you are saying that we have received good feedback from last year's event?
Yes, exactly.
Not to forget, at the end of the event, we need to distribute out the feedback forms.
How about the manpower?
In my opinion, we should respect the previous volunteers, as the public and participants commented that they have done an excellent job in ensuring their safety and making sure the event went smoothly.
Oh, so most of the credit should go to them for helping us out?
No, in my opinion, without our planning and execution, this event won't be so successful.
Yes, I agree with you, but without them helping us out, this event is just an additional.
This event will not have been successful if there is no proper planning and them helping us out. So I've decided to approach the volunteers back for this year's event.
Do you mean that we should approach the previous volunteers?
That's a good idea, but it will be a challenge to get back all the same volunteers we had last year.
Yes, I may still have their particulars in our company database. I will check it out later and send an email to all of you for your reference. And we may also consider having the new volunteers, as some of the new volunteers would also like to help us out in this event.
New volunteers?
Yes, to be fair, we might have a mixture of the old and new volunteers to help us out in this event.
Are you sure that the new volunteers will not compromise the event?
We should at least give them a chance to help out and allow them to gain some experience. We can also get the old volunteers to guide the new volunteers along the way. So you mean we'd like to have a mixture of new and old volunteers to help us out in the event? And wish to give the new volunteers to gain some experience? Does everybody agree with a mixture of new and old volunteers?
Ma'am, I would prefer only to have the new old volunteers, as the old volunteers has more experience than the new volunteers.
But then, if you don't give them any chance to the new volunteers, they will not be able to gain any experience, which is very unfair to them.
I felt that Ms. Michelle and Mr. Matthew have given good opinions, but I would still prefer a mixture of old and new volunteers, since old volunteers have experience in helping out. When new volunteers have run into any problems, they can approach old volunteers for guidance and assistance. This way, the new volunteers are able to gain some experience too.
So, you would prefer a mixture of old and new volunteers, and when the new volunteers run into any problems, they can approach the old volunteers for assistance and guidance.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, we will have a mixture of the new and old volunteers to help us out in this event this year.
So, what are the date and time of the event?
I'm thinking of organizing it on the 1st of June 2013 at 10 a.m. and the event would end around 5 p.m. Does everyone agree that the 1st of June will be a convenient date to hold the event?
I don't think 1st of June is a good day as my entire department, including myself, will be away to attend a seminar on finance and marketing. So are you able to change the date to 8th of June Saturday?
I agree that the event should be held on the 8th of June Saturday, as on the 1st of June I have to attend my relative wedding lunch.
Okay. We'll have the event on the 8th of June then. Have you all chosen an event venue for the event?
Yes, it will be held at the open area of Toa Payoh HDB Hub next to the MRT lift.
Now that we have settled the date of the event, Miss Geraldine, please book the venue for this event on the 8th of June.
Yes, I will do it after the meeting.
How about the participants? Do they need to pay the participants fee?
Yes, they will need to pay a registration fee to cover some of the expenses. I will leave it to your department to decide on the registration fees and calculate the cost of the event.
Okay, I will see to it. I suggest that we should give each participant a goodie bag so as to make them realize the event.
That's a great idea.
What are the goodie bags we will be issuing out?
In my opinion, I think we should issue each of the participants a shoe bag, sports towel, and some snacks.
So what you are saying is that you would like to give the participants a shoe bag, sports towel and snacks which will be given out to them at the end of the event?
Yes, exactly.
Have you prepared the contingency plan?
Yes, I have a list of the contingency plan that was done up last year. I will email a copy of the contingency plan to everyone after the meeting. The contingency plan will also include the paramedics on site in case of any injuries or accidents.
As the cost of the plan might exceed our budget, so we will need some sponsorship to keep our expenses within the budget.
Who are the sponsors who are willing to sponsor us for the event?
The sponsors that are going to sponsor us for our event are namely 3M, Nestle, Maxda, HDNS and NutriFirst.
How about the performers and the MCs for our event?
We will be inviting the Martins from 98.7 FM to be the MCs of our event, and the performers that we're inviting are the Fantastic Four crew, Far East Movement to dance and sing for us.
Who will be the guest of honor of our event?
We're inviting our Prime Minister Mr. Lee Hsien Loong to be our guest of honor.
Are there any special arrangements made for our guest of honor, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong?
Yes, there will be a buffet lunch. By the way, there will be 4 volunteers serving his table, and I have made a special request for them to stand on the right hand side of the guest, use proper body posture, proper body gesture, body language. Last but not least is the eye contact.
Fantastic! Let me have my secretary to summarize today's meeting that we have discussed.
We have all decided to hold this event called Strongman Challenge on Saturday, 8th of June at 10 a.m. For the venue, I have to confirm that as we have changed the event date, so I'll do a follow-up when I have get the confirmation. Regarding on the manpower, we are recruiting the mixture of old and new volunteers to help us out in our event. The participants fee will be confirmed by our finance manager after the calculation of the event cost. The events that we will be having are the 350 kg tire flip, Mazda car pull, log walk, 120 kg per hand, rhino pull, Samsui yoke and car deadlift. The marketing manager, Mr. Matthew, will send each of us a copy of the contingency plan, which also include the paramedics on site in case of emergencies and accidents. Our MCs are the Martins from 98.7 FM. To be performers are Fantastic Four crew and Far East Movement to dance and sing for us. The sponsors for this year's event are namely 3M, Nestle, Maxda, HDNS and NutriFirst. The goodie bag that we'll be issuing out are the shoe bags, sports towel and some snacks. Lastly, there will also be buffet lunch provided and we'll allocate 4 volunteers to serve Mr. Lee Hsien Loong's table, and we have to remind our volunteers to stand on the right side of the guests and use proper gesture, posture, body language and eye contact.
Okay, now I'll allocate a task to each of you on the day of the event. The marketing manager, Mr. Matthew, will be ensuring that the event will proceed smoothly. The finance manager, Ms. Kai Ting, will be in charge of tabulating the final results. The human resource, Ms. Michelle, will help to oversee all the volunteers and ensuring that they are doing what is assigned to them. Lastly, my secretary, Miss Geraldine, will be ushering the guest of honor to his seat and out to the stage for prize presentation. The next meeting will be held 2 days later for a follow-up. Before I end this meeting, does any one of you have any question regarding to this event?
No.
No.
Alright, thank you for your participation and being here for today's meeting. Meeting adjourned. Good afternoon everyone. Welcome back to the meeting once again. Take it easy and do not be so tense up. This meeting will only be held for 10 minutes, so let's get the ball rolling.
This meeting is to discuss about the participants' fees and the follow-up on the event place. Firstly, let us discuss about the participants' fees first.
Yes, regarding the registration fee, they will need to pay an amount of $30 so that we can cover at least 25% of our expenses.
No way, $30 is way too expensive. Not many people can afford it.
Oh, then maybe we could reduce the amount to $25 so at least we cover 20% of our expenses.
Okay, so we'll be setting the registration fees at $25 per person.
What about the follow-up of the venue?
I have confirmed with the Town Council that we'll be holding an event on the 8th of June at the open area of Toa Payoh HDB Hub next to the MRT lift, and they have agreed on that.
May I request my family members and friends to join this event as they are interested in sports?
Yes, you may invite anyone to watch this competition and they will not be charged.
Okay, thanks for the information.
Okay, I will have my secretary to summarize today's meeting.
Firstly, we have decided on our participants' fee, which will be sold at a cost of $25 per person. Secondly, the venue for this event will be held at Toa Payoh HDB Hub open area next to the MRT lift. Lastly, you are allowed to invite your family members and friends to the event and they will not be charged. So, does anyone have any questions with regards to the event?
No.
Alright, let's work together and make this event successful. Thank you for your participation and being here for today's meeting once again. The next meeting will be held 1 week after the event for our post-event evaluation. Let's go for lunch.
"93 million miles from the sun. People get ready, cause here it comes, it's a light, a beautiful light, over the horizon, into our eyes. Oh my, how beautiful. Oh my beautiful mother, she told me, son, in life you're gonna go far. If you do it right, you'll love where you are. Just know, wherever you go, you can always come home. 240,000 miles from the moon, we've come a long way to belong here, to share this view of the night, a glorious night. Over the horizon is another bright sky. Oh my, how beautiful. Oh my, irrefutable Father, he told me, son, sometimes it may seem dark, but the absence of the light is a necessary part. Just know you're never alone. You can always come back you can always come back. Every road is a slippery slope, but there is always a hand that you can hold on to. Looking deeper through the telescope, you could see that your home's inside.